Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Motivation Mondays with me, Dave Lure. Today is another glorious Monday. I've got an incredible week lined up. As many of you know, I've got the big event coming up here in Nashville. A lot of you guys are coming to see me this week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and for some of you attending my VIP event on Saturday. I'm super stoked. This is going to be an amazing week. Literally a dream come true, and I can hardly even believe that we're finally here to this week. And in fact, that's the subject of today's discussion is, are your beliefs serving you well? Okay, so I think that a lot of people believe that, I think everybody agrees that a lot of us don't live up to our potential as human beings, right? And I believe that much like scientists have proved there's no end to time and space, I also have a firm belief that we as human beings have limitless potential. So many of you know that. So what is it that keeps people from achieving their potential in life? I think some people believe that maybe they weren't born entitled to this, or maybe they don't have the genetics to be successful, right? I don't believe any of that. I believe that our potential is determined by our belief system. So let me dig into that a little bit. So ask yourself right now, how is your life going for you right now? How is your business going for you right now? Because if your life or your business is not going well, there's typically a limiting belief somewhere that is causing you to have the outcomes that you're having in your life right now. So it's simply a matter of the decisions that you make through the course of your life is going to determine where you're at and what your current conditions in life are. So it's really the decisions that you make. So what guides our decisions? Well, underneath it all, it's truly the beliefs that we've accumulated over the years that determine which direction we want to go when it comes time to make one of these decisions. Isn't that right, Tim Papp? Tyler Mason, thank you for joining us. Scott, out in Nebraska, buddy, it's good to see you. Thanks for joining us on Motivation Monday. We're coming to you live on Facebook in the Body Shop Executives Performance Group. And also we are streaming this on YouTube. So a lot of us go through life in what I call reactive mode. So our beliefs just accumulate in us without us really being cognizant of where these beliefs are coming from, right? So once you've learned that you can control and pick the beliefs that you want that will serve you better in life, then you become a proactive belief finder. And that's really the big difference between the really, really successful people in life and the people that are just kind of on cruise control, that are living with the status quo from day to day. We don't want that to be you. So what exactly is a belief anyway? So a belief to me is kind of like it starts with an idea. So picture like a tabletop. So a tabletop is an idea. Maybe you've got an idea that, because you grilled a great burger this weekend, that maybe you could be a really great cook, right? So but it's still not stable. It doesn't have any legs under. It's just a tabletop. So when you start to find references, maybe you tried a few more recipes and your wife said, hey, this is pretty good stuff. And your family says, Dad, you're really a great cook. Those are references that you find around you to help put legs under that idea, to make your belief become a belief instead of just an idea. And when those legs are strong enough, when they're really, really strong, and you found references for many, many years to stabilize that table, it becomes a conviction. A conviction is a really, really strong belief. So where do the beliefs come from? So, we go through life and we meet people, but that influence the beliefs that we have, people that we look up to. But most of our core beliefs, believe it or not, folks, were in place by the time we were 6 years old. So by 6 years old, most of us have a firm core belief system in place. And I'm here to tell you, some of those beliefs honestly just are not serving you well, because quite often they were learned from somebody that had core beliefs by the time they were 6 years old. So it's really about challenging and upgrading your belief systems. So once you have a belief system, it's kind of like an operating system in a computer. So we have this operating system, and we just kind of blindly go through life. Like, do I brush my teeth this morning? The direction I'm going to take to work. You know, the mistake is that a lot of us assume that once you have a belief that you cannot change it, right? We believe that and people have fought wars over challenging and defending their belief systems. And you've got to stop that. You've got to be a little more flexible in your approach to having beliefs. So some common limiting beliefs that some of you may struggle with, and some that I've struggled with over the years. John Mull, Benito Camacho, Steve Trapp, thanks for joining me this morning. So some common limiting beliefs are: I'm not worthy. I don't deserve success, right? If I work harder, I will finally achieve success, right? I'll be happy when, and these are powerful statements. I'll be happy when I get that promotion, when my ship comes in, when I find the perfect spouse, right? When I get that job, right? These are limiting beliefs, because you actually can be happy now, even without those things. Sometimes we adopt statements or metaphors in our life that affect our belief systems. You've heard people say, life's a bitch and then you die, or maybe you hate Mondays, right? I choose to believe that Mondays are fantastic. It's the beginning of an amazing new week, a new adventure each week. So how about money is the root of all evil? That is another metaphor that some people grow up with that can cause them not to be able to accumulate and create wealth for themselves in the future. Isn't that right, Dave Dunn? Good morning, buddy. And Jeff Fackler, thank you for joining us too. So if you agree with any of these statements that I just made, these limiting beliefs or metaphors, you can choose to change them into something that will serve you better. You know, a lot of you have bad operational beliefs when it comes to running your auto body repair shops. Like, my cycle time will be better if I schedule all the cars in on Monday, because surely they'll all go home by Friday, right? Or how about the common belief that I can't survive without direct repair programs? You know, hogwash. These are limiting beliefs that if you challenge them, and if you look for enough references to change it to a more powerfully serving belief, looking for those legs to build up that tabletop, you can have a much better life. So instead, start telling yourself more empowering references, like life is a wonderful adventure and its challenges are its opportunities, right? Think about that for a moment. How about failure is an integral part of the success process? See, that was a belief that I adopted in the later part of my life that I wish I would have understood as a younger man. It would have served me much better, and I would have been in an even better position today as a result of that belief, right? How about I can build a sustainable business with or without direct repair programs? How's that for an empowering belief, right? So bust the biggest belief today. Do this for me, because challenging your beliefs does not make you wishy-washy. It makes you wise. I'm going to say that again, and I think you guys should write this down, Richard. Challenging your beliefs does not make you wishy-washy. It makes you wise. So start building some legs around those empowering beliefs this week. Go out and crush it, my friends, and we will see you either in Nashville or next Monday on Motivation Monday. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I appreciate you being here.